Hello, nerds. Welcome to GeekBeast, part of the Geekish Network. This is your daily rundown of geek news done by geeks like you. I'm your host, Chuck, and with me, I have Randy. As always, say what's up to the people, Randy.
Yo, what's up, GeekBeast? Chuck, man, come on. What are we talking about tonight?
It's Friday, so it's happy hour. What you drinking on, Randy?
Nothing tonight. I'm not drinking tonight.
Yeah,
I'm soft tonight.
that makes you soft not drinking.
Yeah,
Check.
definitely.
Hey, if you come to our show on Friday, it's happy hours. Tell us what you're drinking. I know what I want to be drinking. And it's definitely a brown beverage from Kentucky. That's what I want to be drinking right now.
Barbie.
Yes, I do want some bourbon. What's up, Diggs? By the way, 7.
Got some.
I just finished this mango blended green tea. And what kind of liqueur you had in there? Defunct. What kind of liqueur you had in it?
Let's
You
see.
had some liquor in it, Defunct.
I got some bourbon somewhere. I think I got some bourbon chilling. It's upstairs.
You got bourbon upstairs. Don't do no good downstairs.
Let's see. Okay, so down here, I ain't drinking that. I got the Crown Royal. I got some Smirnoff vodka.
Look at you.
I got some, I'm OG, I'm hood with. I got some Henny, I got some Hen Dog right here.
I'm gonna tell you a fun fact about me.
What's that?
I have a whole shelf of Hennessy that would never be drinking
Why not?
because they come in limited edition bottles.
Oh, okay.
Boys, Jay, you remember Jeremy? Jay used to work
Yeah.
at Hennessy.
Okay.
And I would go out to Las Vegas. True story. He worked for Hennessy out in Vegas.
Hold on 1 second. Go ahead. I'm listening. I gotta check my computer. I don't want it to go off.
He got to plug it up. Yeah. So I'll let him go do his thing. He's put us on. He just ruined the video, took us off video and everything, you guys. But I was talking about my boy Jay. I'll finish the conversation soon. You know, he doesn't realize he disappeared. Then Rodney's got to realign us or flip us back around when he comes back on, you guys. He's running upstairs right now. He said he had to get a plug for his computer. He's probably ran upstairs to get his alcohol so he can come back down and drink it with us. That's probably what's really going on.
Okay. My bad.
It's all good. It's all good. Now Rodney has to refix everything.
Oh, what'd I do?
When you went off, you turn off your video, and so you turn off your video, it changed the scene. It's all good. He's right now fixing it right now. He's like this dude.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you went upstairs and got you some alcohol. My computer needs to be plugged back up. Got the lie. It's Friday.
No, I went to computer. When I looked up, I had the red light of death, and I was like, "Oh shit! I don't want it to crash. So I had to plug up my computer."
Yeah. I do want some bourbon. I was looking at bourbon today. I was like, man, I got this really good bourbon over here, and I can't have any of it. I just staring at it. Instead, I turned on Ted Lasso and fell asleep.
What kind of bourbon?
It's Calumet. It's Calumet. It's from the Calumet Farm, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, bourbon's good. I got some upstairs on ice. I should have bought it downstairs.
Every time I go to Kentucky, I'm like, usually I buy a bottle or so for myself. And this one trip, I didn't buy any. I went to the bourbon store, and the guy was like, Charles, what you gonna get this time? You remember?
You on a first name basis with the owners of the bourbon store?
Yeah, I mean, it's a small little bourbon store inside of the airport.
Okay.
You know? And I ask him, tell me, what's your finest bourbon? He'll give me the tour. This what came out this season. This is good. Oh, don't get that Four Roses small batch. It's not a good season. The bees didn't migrate well, blah, blah, blah. So he breaks stuff down to me.
Okay. Well, they have the bourbon tour in Frankfurt.
They do. They have the bourbon tour everywhere now. They have tons of them. Shit.
So
But you have the guy that runs a nice bourbon shop. He specializes mostly in high-end bourbons. He can school you about stuff.
I think that's dope, man.
I got a tequila in here that's made in bourbon barrels.
Mm.
Talking to him. Yeah,
I'm a big tequila fan. I'm not.
it's delicious.
I just think it's like, I mean, if somebody's buying me drinks,
There's
it's
some cheap shit like Casamigos, which is mostly additives.
and maybe I haven't had the best type of brand for it, but I just find tequila to be like, well, it's
Yeah,
all right.
it's good. You get really good. You hang around some Mexican motherfuckers that know like this is that real shit. They don't even distill
That's
the
what I need to do, right? That's what, yeah,
bring this up.
right, right. That's what I need to do is get with some
That
Mexican
fine
friends.
agave shit.
Right, that good shit, that fresh, yeah, that
This came out of Nana's backyard, mom.
right, exactly.
Abuela's backyard.
Abuela's backyard, right? Like
Oh,
it's a recipe for generations from generations that been passed down. Yeah.
yeah.
One year, a friend, my roommate's brother came back from Mexico, and he brought this bottle. I swear to God, it's straight up. The label was drawn on with a Sharpie, and it was like just straight agave tequila moonshine or something. And we were all like afraid to drink it. We were just like, we kept drinking the regular stuff, and we got to the point where like, let's just do it, and we did it, and it was like, it was freaking strong, man. But we're like, yeah, we probably, because everybody's like, yeah, you're gonna go blind, you're gonna go blind. And like straight up, I'm not even kidding, dude. Like the label was like a Sharpie. It was drawn in. It was like so moonshine bootleg, man.
And Uncle Ted, all right.
I worked with a person from Russia, and she gave us some fucking, I guess, vodka made from there. Just the strongest shit I've ever tasted in my fucking life. But it was delicious. She was like, when you survive in like Russian winters, you gotta have, you gotta drink.
Warm. It's probably warm as shit.
Yeah, man. She was like, was it? Yeah, I forgot where she was in there, but she was like, yeah. She was like, I spent like $10,000 on a mink coat, like, because I needed one that was super warm and fucking vodka. And that's how you get through the winters. You have really expensive coats and you have like really good vodka.
Y'all see Randy's flex there? My co-worker, buy about $10,000 minks. This type of money I make out here.
No, I'm not. Hey, I ain't spending $10,000 on me.
No, we get our vodka right out of the fucking ice.
Wait, Russian? What are you working at? Deutsche Bank? What are you doing?
Exactly.
She was from Russia.
Get our fucking vodka right out of the glaciers.
Hey, that shit was, I was like, whoa. So we had an event, yeah, man, or a crib, and it was like Russian vodka, real Russian vodka.
So I was talking about my friend Jay who worked for Hennessy Moet.
Uh-huh.
So there's a vodka bar, and I think where is it at? I want to say it's in the Venetian in Las Vegas. They make you put on a mink coats to go into the well to pick your bottle of vodka, and they chisel it out the ice. But you have to stay inside the well for this high-end vodka to drink it.
I believe it.
So they have tables in there that are made of wood, but they're frozen, and it is freezing in there.
It is.
It's like, oh my God, it's freezing cold in here. But you'll drink your vodka, you take your shot, and you'll sit there like 10 minutes, and you'll be warmed right up.
That's what she said. Yeah, she said that's how they survive Russian winters, vodka and coats.
I believe it. You know how you do California winters?
I'm not going there with
Vodka
you.
and cocaine.
Lord, there are California winters. But that's not true. I guess that's not true. I'm thinking LA. There are no LA winters.
They are. You take vodka and cocaine.
Is that what it's called? Vodka winters? Okay. I know California winters, vodka and cocaine.
You didn't watch any movies in the 80s? That's exactly what it was all about. I'm gonna hop into some news real quick because this is some interesting news. Twitch is raising the price of Turbo. It's monthly subscription that removes all ads. from $8.99 to $11.99. That is a jump, Randy. What are your thoughts on that? $8.99 to $11.99. That's $3.
When is the last time Twitch had an increase though?
I don't know, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, I mean,
they've been doing a lot of stuff where it's like really questionable, where it's they're really hurting for money.
Yeah, they ain't got no money.
They actually did something a while back where the cut that they're giving from subscriptions to their creators went to like 50-50.
Yeah.
Across the board. Whereas it used to be like 70-30 for a lot of people. And then they also pushed a lot of the ads on the creators. Like they had to run ads by a certain amount of time. And then so this is what they were trying to put. They were trying to get people to subscribe to Turbo so you don't see the ads. Because the way the ads play on Twitch is like really, really intrusive. You can't skip them. Not like on YouTube. YouTube's like you can skip the ads. On Twitch, you can't skip them, and then they'll play like randomly, and like it'll be like in the moment where like a streamer's about to get a kill in a game in a real critical moment.
Oh,
and
damn! An ad pop up.
Yeah, and it's like some of them like 6 ads in a row, so it's like literally like 3 minutes.
Yep, and so
so they're because I was actually considering doing this because I did sub to some Twitch streamers so I could because like I said, I didn't want to get the ads. So there's certain Twitch streamers. So like Tarek, I watch Tarek, and he's doing these watch parties for Valorant, right? So you don't want it in a critical moment during the game.
Not at all.
You don't want like a ad to pop up. So I'm like, I'll give him $5 a month, right? And so, but then I was just like, I started cutting back on my subs. And so I was thinking about doing this, but now that they raised it to like $12.99, I'm like, that's not worth it, man. It's just not worth it. I'll just like pick 1 or 2 that I watch all the time and like sub to them to get rid of the ads. The rest, I'll just live with it,
Which could have been the very first OnlyFans, and they drove a lot of the girls that were running their content on OnlyFans on Twitch over to OnlyFans.
Which could have been OnlyFans.
A lot of girls had lewd content on Twitch.
Yeah, they have they're cracking down on one of the hot tub streams and all this stuff because it's not advertiser friendly, right? So like a lot of the advertisers would come and buy it in bulk, so they don't know where their ad is running. So then sometimes their ad would be like an ad for McDonald's or something, where it's like they want to be brand friendly next to like Amaranth, who's like in a skimpy bikini in a hot tub, right? And so like they just didn't want to be associated with that. So like they were starting to crack. And then gambling too. They were doing a bunch of gambling streams and had to crack down on that.
Yep. Hello, Autism Speaks.
Yeah, so I can see why they didn't do that. Why they had to push them away.
Yeah, so they're like,
and they are owned by Amazon too, right? Twitch is owned by Amazon.
So does 70% of the internet. OnlyFans is ran on Amazon servers.
It's ran on their servers, but it's not owned. It's not a part of it's not a part of their company. It's a little different.
It is. I understand. They just own the real estate there. We own real estate. We don't own what's on the real estate.
Right. Yeah. So I get it why they did that.
But yeah, so they're raising the prices from $8.99 to $11.99.
I was like, it's a bad idea from what Rodney was explaining. So I'm not a subscriber, but yeah. Does not sound like a good idea.
I hate sometimes Twitch streams. I don't subscribe to almost anybody. I should take your subscriptions that you have and give it to somebody. But I'll be watching somebody with some content, and all of a sudden they're on a massive kill streak on like Call of Duty. And I'm like, oh yeah, this is gonna make me want to play Call of Duty. And then saying like it's away, and I'm watching 4 ads in a row.
Right, you gotta do 3. You lose the mood. You're gonna leave. Yeah, you're gonna log off or go to do something else. Absolutely.
I get back into my computer. I start typing in my computer, and I look back up. I'm like, I'm in another commercial break.
Yep. And you've forgotten all about that. So yeah.
Could you imagine that? Could you imagine the NBA did that? It's like we're cutting away in the 4th quarter in the last 2 minutes of the game.
Right. It would be terrible.
And if you don't want that, you pay for it. You pay for it. Give it to the NBA. an additional $50 a year.
Could you imagine like a last minute shot to decide like the win or overtime, and it just cuts to an ad?
So in that, you come back and it's an overtime.
Yeah.
Your team was up by 4. It cuts to an ad. The last it comes back for you, and they're in overtime.
Or your team was losing by 4. And you go to a commercial like right in the middle of a shot. Like let's say Steph Curry about to shoot a 3. They down by 4. Steph Curry's about to shoot a 3. And right when he's shooting it, it goes to a commercial. And then when you come back, the Warriors are up. You're like, what happened?
Or the Warriors won.
Oh, they won, right?
Or they won.
You're like, what happened? They was just down by 4.
That's exactly what Twitch does. That's
Oh man.
It's like watching the Tom Brady be down in the fourth quarter, like he was against the Falcons.
Yeah, right.
Missed all that. It's angering. It's just angering.
And it doesn't matter. The replay doesn't matter. You didn't get to see it when it actually happened. You got.
Mm-hmm.
I watched this whole game and this is what y'all did. Yeah, man.
Yeah, and they're pushing the ads heavily. Like I said, they it's in their contracts now with the partners. They have to run a certain amount of ads per hour. Like they just have to. It's in their contract, especially as partners. So it's really they're really pushing it.
That's one streamers do have. I think that are what they call where the affiliates that they can choose when they run the ad.
Yeah. So I guess in the good thing about that is they can choose when they run the ads.
Okay,
right?
that would make more sense. Yeah.
So, like for instance, that guy, like I saw you, Tarek, he watches the Valorant watch parties, right? So during the games, what he'll do is that he'll just run the ads during the breaks, right? So like, oh, it's halftime, I'll run it here. This game they're moving on to this map, the new map, I'll run it there. So in that case, it's good. But even then, I'm like, I just didn't want to deal with it because it's just like let me just put it up. But in that case, it's definitely good. But yeah, it's still a really flawed system, and they're still trying to figure it out. And this is obviously another way they're trying to figure out, and they're having a hard time really monetizing things because the way they've been doing things is totally changed, and it's like that's why a lot of people are looking at other alternatives like YouTube or even Kick now, right? Because it doesn't make sense for them as a creator.
They should have sold to somebody else.
And maybe they will,
No, they're not. Amazon's gonna hold on to them.
Okay.
Probably the technology that nobody else has. They have patents for it. So they're not going anywhere. Why are we gonna let you go to where? You got one of the best live stream codecs in the world. Nah, we're gonna keep that.
Okay.
To anybody that tries to make it themselves.
I get it.
They're not going nowhere. They're stuck. We would rather for y'all to go out of business than to give up the patent to these codecs you have.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Companies do that all the time. Yeah. We'll just hold these patents and sit on them, even if we don't even plan on using them. We just don't want nobody else to use them.
Yep. I just came across my Alexa right now. Something else companies do all the time. Legendary is making another John Wick's movie.
As they should.
John Wick 4 was supposed to be the conclusion.
And it's like your favorite franchise. Motherfuckers keep making money.
Not my favorite franchise. This is the greatest franchise in American history.
It's your favorite franchise.
Right. Let's get it right. It is the greatest franchise in American history. But we're not talking about that right now.
We're not.
Wick.
We're not.
You know what my franchise needs? John fucking Wick in it. John Wick in it. If he showed up in a Fast and the Furious movie, our minds would be blown.
Yeah, I would love it. I would actually. Well, there's been several. I don't know. I don't want to talk about Fast. I'll talk about John Wick. John Wick. I haven't seen the fourth one, but I'm going to see it. I love the John Wick franchise, and I feel like as long as
Fast and Furious for not being realistic. They got Kevlar suits, dog. They hold up the suit jack, the front of their suit, and it's bulletproof.
Let me tell you, as long as they continue to make John Wick films, I'm going to watch them.
Yeah.
So keep letting them. So if they want to do John Wick 5, I'm
John
for
Wick
it.
4. John Wick 4 is a conclusion.
No, I haven't watched I haven't watched John Wick 4 yet.
See, go see John Wick 4. This weekend, your homework is to go see John Wick 4. and you'll be surprised. I loved it. I loved it. It is
I love John Wick.
As cartoony gets.
Yeah.
They have a whole entire video game scene in it. Like literally lifted it from the video game. They're like, you know that video game that's played like this? Yeah, we're gonna do that whole entire thing right here for like 10 minutes. And it's gonna be amazing. And it was amazing to watch.
All right, man. Yeah, let's do another John Wick. Let's do
John
it.
Wick. Matter of fact, the John Wick universe is in the same universe as Fast and the Furious. They're literally the same universe.
There ain't no damn same universe.
Physics don't exist. They are. Physics don't exist. It's the same as that universe. John Wick, they pull helicopters out the sky before too, Randy. They're the same universe. Oh my God. It is action film universe. That I'm calling a movie that AFU, action film universe. Make a movie that has consistency across all action films. Animals that understand and listen to you and do your bidding.
What are you talking about? Animals.
And like in Beastmaster, in most fantasy, somebody has some type of a bird, a hawk, an eagle, or a fucking owl. The owl lands down. They talk to him. What happened now? The owl talks. Yeah, okay. Now go do this. Tell them this. And the owl flies off to go do. They got some ferrets that steal keys and shit.
Hey, did you know what you said? You said the word fantasy. It's a fantasy. So it's
fantasy universe, Randy. What part of that you don't understand? Action fantasy universe. That's the name of the movie franchise. Action fantasy universe. About a bunch of young kids that get dropped into a loophole that where all the action films come from. The source material came from citizens of this other universe, and they stuck in it. People.
One thing I didn't realize was the Continental, the television series has Mel Gibson in it.
Does it?
Yeah, I saw it the other day. Right. I was like, what? So they have 2 spinoffs. It says here in the article. The one's going to be Ballerina, right? And then the Continental, which is going to be on, I think on Amazon.
Randy, they implode the hotel in New York City, Randy. Yeah. Nobody dies. Get the fuck out of here.
That's crazy.
Same universe as the past universe. They probably coexist in the same exact universe.
You gonna say that John Wick's gonna have like 10 movies now?
In movies.
It makes so much money, and it probably doesn't cost that much to do either.
I think that's both of them, Fast and John Wick. That's the thing. Like Fast doesn't cost as much to make, and it costs like what, like 100 million. Then it makes like $1 billion. So they gonna keep rolling the goddamn thing up.
John Wick costs like 60 million to make.
Yeah, John Wick probably don't cost 100 million.
Keanu Reeves, he's like 40 of it.
Right.
That's true. Keanu's getting pretty old now.
Yeah.
John Wick, all he has to do is walk down hallways and pretend like he's shooting. We'll put the bullet effects in there later. Watch John Wick.
I'm pretty sure that's what they do. Keanu Reeves ain't doing those stunts and nothing like that.
Yeah. Got some stunt men and some stunt suits. We're paying them all $8.99 an hour to work.
Right.
Pay $35 an hour to work.
I just read an article that Pedro Pascal, he doesn't do like any of the acting for the Mandalorian. He does the voice. His face,
yeah. No, it's been rumored for a while. Well, they just kind of confirmed it. Yeah.
They confirmed it. He was like, nah, I don't.
I think it kind of was going that way anyways because they started crediting his body doubles. And they normally don't do that, right? No, they don't do that with like stunt doubles or body doubles, but they started crediting his body doubles. And so, and it's just like it was too hard to hide the fact that he was doing Last of Us and Mandalorian at the same time. Like, there's no way, right? Yeah. So it was just like, it was rumored for a while, and then
and they just confirmed it. Yeah,
I knew he was in that suit.
I didn't know.
I was at Disney. We used to talk about it. Like, I want to job like Pedro Pascal. Oh, I my normal voice. They're gonna voice modulate me anyway.
Yeah, it's just he just does the voice and the shots when he doesn't have the helmet on. That's it. But yeah, he's got a stunt double and another actor that does. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It don't impact if I'm
Whereas they didn't do the shots when they took the helmet off. It was superimposed. That's a rumor.
Oh, interesting.
Huh.
DeFog says the apartment sequence is definitely a highlight. I
Yeah,
get
the
that.
apartment sequence. Man, you gotta go watch John Wick. Matter of fact, your job is to go see John Wick 4 and go see Fast and the Furious and tell me how they're not the same
I'm
universe.
not going to see no
Come
damn.
back and report to us a compare and contrast essay on how they're not the same universe.
I am going to see the fourth John Wick though. I am going to see the fourth John Wick.
And you should see it with Fast and the Furious, which has the most amazing villain in it.
Yeah, I know it's not on the rundown, but I did find the Continental teaser trailer.
Let's throw that up. Throw that up there right now, Rodney.
It's not gonna have any. It's not gonna have any audio, but at least we'll see. So it's like way before the 1970s New York.
Yeah, just from John Wick. Okay.
Before John Wick was there.
Yeah.
Continental set up itself 3-part. It's what 3 parts?
Yeah, 3 parts. So maybe be like mini movies or.
I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited about it.
What is you said it's on Amazon?
It says Peacock. Yeah, it's on Peacock.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm so excited. Continental, baby. Continental.
Oh, it's like
soon. Go. Boogie. No. You know, you have never seen you go see Keanu Reeves get thrown around. Man, you ain't seen it, Randy. They do a lot. They said, hey, Fast and Furious did this. We're gonna do this too. They're at the Circle de Triomphe in the middle of France, doing all kinds of car maneuvers in the middle of traffic. It's like Fast and Furious. No different. You would love it. You would love it. It is so good. I'm glad you showed that, Rodney. Hey, run that Barbie trailer. Now I was wrong about this. I'm eating my words.
You should. Yeah, you should.
I said there's no way I'm gonna go see a Barbie film with these old ass Barbie dolls. There's no way Ryan Gosling's Ken. I can at least.
And I was like, well, I think that's intentional that he looks old. He was like, who's this movie for?
Like before. Like, and who's movie for? And this trailer solved it. Where girl, she's like, I'm Barbie, and the girl's like, we ain't played with Barbie.
Yeah, since we were 5, absolutely.
So I thought it was gonna be like they're Barbie, like, oh, we're in the Barbie world, and we're Barbie. Oh,
I didn't think the trailer was leaning towards that.
The first trailer was. They were like,
I didn't think it was. We had this discussion. I was like, I don't think that's it.
You want my beach Ken? You want my beach Ken? And I know
they were making fun of that, and I thought they were making fun of that. You were like, no, who's this movie for?
But yeah, she's flying off the house, Randy. Flying off the damn house. It's the Barbie world. He's still too old to be Ken, and she's still too old to be Barbie.
I think that's the point, though.
They don't age, Randy. They don't age.
I think they are aging, though. Like, that's the point. It's like you get actors who shouldn't be Barbie. They're too old. They're not in this world. Like, yeah, Ken looks old. He looks old in the face. He's just got like, yeah. I think that's the point of it, though. It's like, nah, y'all, you don't think you are, but you're really aging. You shouldn't be in this role.
Well, I think
that's how I interpreted it.
I think Barbie doesn't age in this world, and this is what Barbie looks like in real life.
I think Barbie's not supposed to age, but she is.
I think anybody plays Barbie should play Barbie. Give me a hot 20-something-year-old white woman.
I don't think that's what I don't think that's the story because originally they offered the comedian the role. What's her name? The one she's what's her name? God damn it. She's blonde too. She's a little heavy set. She got like 15 million from Netflix. Amy Schumer, yeah, Amy Schumer.
Okay.
Amy Schumer was offered the role first, and then it wasn't fitting in what she said she wanted it to be, and then that's when they went to Margot Robbie.
Okay. And Margot Robbie needs the money.
So I don't think it's meant to be like, oh, this is like Barbie to live up to an image of Barbie. I think it's gonna be something completely different.
Yeah.
Yes,
But they in the movie they reveal that it's Barbie and she's not supposed to age. Like she ain't.
I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. But this trailer looked really good when she came into the real world. They're like, what the fuck is going on with you? Like Kim's like, I need a real doctor. She's like, I am a doctor. He says, no, I need a real doctor.
Basically, I need a man. Yeah, he's telling, yeah. Like I need a man.
That's
Like,
why doctor are supposed to be men.
yeah.
Sure, little girl, you can play doctor all you want. I need a real doctor. I'm surprised they even make that part of the movie. That's
I
even.
think that's the whole point, though. Like that's the whole point. Like
But
these old age like visions of beauty and standards of beauty and things like that. Because Margot Robbie, although Margot Robbie's attractive, she doesn't look like a typical Barbie.
no, not what we consider Barbie.
Right. Yeah. She
Barbie
doesn't
is
look
a hot 25-year-old model right
right.
now.
Exactly. Right.
Elon Musk. Buying one of those models that
They,
he's with.
there's rumors that she might be up for Sue Storm in Fantastic Four.
Who? Margot Robbie. Yeah.
Margot
Yeah. I heard
Robbie.
that. I heard
Yeah,
that.
there's rumors.
Because Adam Driver.
Supposedly, Adam Driver's gonna be Mr.
Dr.
Reed.
Reed. Yeah. Reed. What's his name?
Reed Richards.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It seemed kind of feeling like I have just maybe a little too old. I don't know,
Still too old to be Reed Richards' wife. Because Reed Richards' wife is younger than him.
And they were astronauts, and I don't know. We'll see.
I don't think Margot Robbie should be in Fantastic Four. Period.
Yeah, they're gonna try to get big ass names on that though. But this trailer is interesting because it does seem like it is going towards that sort of social commentary.
Yeah.
Kind of subversive social commentary type of deal.
That's how I thought it would be.
But those are always really hard to pull off, though.
Yep. They are hard
like, this is really hard to pull off.
And let's face it,
especially now too. Especially now, since people don't understand nuance to get you canceled.
Oh yeah, real quick, because people like, I didn't like it. They said that, like that was why they said it.
Yeah, people don't understand nuance.
Yeah,
people take everything so literally.
Right, because they're stupid and they don't want to care, and a lot of comedians struggle with that nowadays. The nuance and things and satire. So we'll see. I don't know.
But I wonder, like Margot Robbie. I mean, they talked about Mila Kunis being Susan Storm too, and I'd rather see Mila Kunis as Susan Storm.
I would too.
But she old too.
I look they're kind of, but they're middle aged, right? Susan Storm, they're middle aged, so I could see. I don't think. Mine isn't the age. I just don't think Margot Robbie's that great of an actress.
Yeah, that's part of it too. Yeah, I just don't think. Yeah, Margot Robbie.
Right. That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not her age.
And it's kind of weird too, because like everybody sort of associates her with Harley Quinn now too.
And that would be weird too.
Not Harley Quinn for me.
Yeah, it's true. Not for you.
She's not a great Harley Quinn.
Yeah. So
they
don't know, man. And we'll see.
Yeah, they were saying Mila, the phone put in the chat, they were saying Mila would be the Thing. That would be interesting. But would they make him a her, or would she just voice the thing?
That's a good question. I think she would make it a her.
Okay,
Make it
make
a
her.
her. Yeah. I think that would be really interesting and very, very courageous and also inspired. You
Yeah.
know, that'd be
Man,
an
let me tell you,
inspiring choice.
I want to
Um,
see Mila Kunis. I don't see her voicing the thing, right?
I see
it's true.
KJ Appa being Ken.
Mm.
And then somebody from the cast of Riverdale playing Barbie. Like a Madeline Pesh in Blonde could be Barbie.
But I think again, they don't want like a stereotypical
You want
Barbie.
somebody old, they're going for older.
Yeah, they're going for older and things like that.
Yeah. But I can see like Madeline Pesh actually being Suzanne Storm. I can see KJ being Reed Richards, young Reed Richards. But I understand they're going older. It's gonna be interesting, right? Because they're going to be in the MCU.
Right. I don't know if they're going older or younger. We don't have any idea, but based on the
Younger, because that way they can explain how they didn't help with any of the incidents prior.
where do they take place? You know, where does the Fantastic Four take place? Like, have they get
After the snatcher?
right? So then it can explain why they weren't a part of it.
But you had the one of the most brilliant scientists in the whole entire world not helping at all during the snatcher.
Maybe he was snapped.
That's true. That is true.
He could have been snapped. Johnny could have been snapped. Well, Johnny would have been useless, right? Johnny would have been useless, and Stu would have been useless. They would have all kind of been useless, other
than Reed Richards.
Reed Richards.
Right. You're right. You're right.
Oh, that's if they were snapped. You know, I don't know.
Look at you up here. You could work in Hollywood somewhere. You know.
Lord. Y'all hear the condescension in this guy?
Because he needs a job. He needs a damn job. Hey,
it's a lot of writers out there who need jobs too. So you know,
they on strike right now. Fuck them.
Fuck them. Did you say? Wow.
You're not in the union. Hire you tomorrow.
I support the union. I'm not crossing the picket line.
Whatever. You from Detroit? I support the line all the time in Detroit.
No, we didn't. This is the home. We're the home of the AAU, or whatever it was called. Yeah. Wasn't Jimmy? No, Jimmy Hoffa was in New York. He's in New York.
Yeah.
I know you are. But yeah, so I ain't parsing it. I support the WGA, baby.
Yeah. But I'm wondering what they. Well, we probably might never get that movie with this strike going on. This strike gonna go on for about a year or two.
And I mean, when we start to talk about all these things, I think the snapture is just going to be a moot point, because if they introduce the mutants, like, did none of the mutants sign up to help the fight? You know, they was like, we,
all that stuff can happen after the snapture, like new elements come into the universe post snapture. Because you bring back the humans, you can bring back also this other beings from other galaxies, because they set up multiple universes, and so you can back that. And we know people can cross universal lines.
They can. But my man and them, they set it out under the ocean. They was like, forget them people. So did they not lose any? Did Namor and them not lose any people in the snapture? Did it?
They had to lose people in the snapture.
And he still didn't care. He was like, all right, they gone.
Didn't care at all. Didn't come up to see what was going on.
Nothing, right? Nothing. He was like, yeah. They gone. What I'm gonna do about it?
Yeah, it's so weird. Or Thanos and Thanos can snap the beings that he knew existed.
I don't know, but the way I made it seem like Thanos snapped like the entire universe, right?
Yeah, and that's including those that he doesn't even know about.
Right, yeah.
Assuming he didn't know about them, but maybe every being that Thanos came across, he could snap their race.
Maybe that's what it was. He could only snap the races that he's come across
that he knew about.
Yeah, so if he couldn't, because I guess maybe he had to imagine it and see.
But Namor and them are still human.
Namor is a mutant, but that is human.
Still human.
But maybe he couldn't, like, because they got the lungs, they're under the sea, stuff like that. Maybe he couldn't see them. I don't know.
Look Because that's trying to put logic to a fantasy film.
Hey, at least we're not trying to do unlogic, And we got these Ariel and them was coming out. At least we ain't making up shit while mermaids couldn't be black or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? We trying to apply some logic.
So they're from Caribbean Sea, and
Right.
Daddy out here knocking off everybody. He out here getting it in. All
Yeah.
the different races, because her daddy going from sea to sea making babies.
So Nerdy Honest Producer said, yes, they are mutants, so I figured they got snapped. I don't know.
That's what we think. We
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah. I would imagine they got snapped too.
I can't imagine a mutant saw Ant-Man and it's like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna get involved in this. I'm getting involved in this. I'm sure Sabretooth was out there like, oh, that's a big dinner. Let's go whoop his ass.
But even like Xavier, like half his students would have been disappeared if he wasn't, like he could have saw half it. He was like, I'm just gonna sit here and wait this on out.
Using Craven into the Spider-Verse, and I was like, how can you introduce Craven? He hunts the most powerful things in the universe. He would have hunted Thanos. He would have. He has his English. He cannot deny the hunt. He's a psychopath that way.
That's what I feel like they're going to move. Right? We're really trying to logic this out. We are. It's Friday night. It's happy hour. So I feel like maybe they're going to move.
Happy hour. That's what the nerds do during happy hour. Logic.
They're going to move away from maybe the snap just not going to play.
I always thought that they would try to do some kind of multiverse thing, right? That's how they would explain it. Like they just open up another multiverse to come in, boom, then just merge the worlds, right? Like somehow, like that's how they explain it.
That's what I thought the Agatha was going to be about.
Right? Yeah.
Multiverse, and they can't close it.
Yeah.
Things that they blend together, so they have one city that is multiple layers of the universe.
Yeah, and it kind of makes sense too, because that's what she did. She, Scarlet Witch. She was doing all that stuff, and they kind of just opened up the door. And then Spider-Man did his stuff. And then you got
the little black girl. She opened up mentions. She opened up the mentions too, right? And we don't know where stuff was coming in. So we got a lot of people that could have created a portal from different dimensions or timelines.
That's probably why they're gonna. That's probably how they're gonna merge it.
Could you imagine one day you're Spider-Man, you're just whooping ass, and all of a sudden Wolverine jumps out and starts kicking your ass out of nowhere.
Just the portal opens. I mean, because even in the X-Men universe, right, there's all that, like magic. She had her dimension, right? All that stuff. Like, there's all kinds of stuff they could do. The astral plane,
They jump across dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
They switch spots with each other in the same dimension.
All right, we got the introduction of time travel. So like you get dimensions with different time travel. So the possibilities are infinite out there.
And we saw She-Hulk actually jump into the framework of Disney Plus.
Yeah, broke the fourth wall.
Fourth wall. And she talked to herself. She talked to the
Faggy bot.
Faggy bot.
And realizes it was AI all along. It wasn't Agatha all along. It was AI all along.
We know that. See, that's amazing.
But yeah, we got time travel, we got interdimensions, we got AIs, and we still don't know where white pigeon came from. So like we got all kinds of things going on out here, man. So yeah, they could make it work. They could make it work.
Oh, then they missing his lightsabers.
Oh, trust. They'll probably do something. Figure something out.
Yeah.
You know how much money they would make if they started doing crossovers?
And we had
they would make so much money if they did
Star Wars crossover.
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah. Just take all my money. Just take it all.
Vision out here breaking the stock market, causing recessions, running stuff.
They would make so much money if they did crossovers. Like DC versus Marvel. Boy, sign me up. I'll stand in line like it's 1990. I'll line up around the block like it's 1990s again.
What I'm saying is like you get like the Death Star just show up in Earth, and Vader just fly down in a cruiser.
That star get consumed as it's trying to blow up Earth by Unicron.
Man.
It's over, son. It's over, son. About to eat the Death Star. It's over.
Yeah, man. I'm all for it.
Dude. Batman versus Wolverine.
Yeah, and then yep. You know, we got Obi-Wan versus Wolverine.
Obi-Wan versus Wolverine. Why Obi-Wan versus Wolverine? That's an interesting.
Because his punk ass kill nobody.
It'd be interesting. Darth Maul versus Wolverine.
Yeah, like something like that. Yeah,
Darth Maul will kill Wolverine. Obi-Wan ain't. Obi-Wan ain't gonna kill him. Obi-Wan gonna drag him in the fire.
All we need before I die is G.I. Joe versus Transformers live action. Yeah, man.
Maybe resulted in mass. That's what we want. Matter of fact,
that'd be dope.
I need a Teenage Mutant Turtle Batman.
Have y'all ever thought about like how G.I. Joe was funded? Anybody ever thought about like how they were funded? The billions on billions that like excuse this covert organization out here, like.
And you had Cobra, who's a multinational corporation,
right?
And shit, the Terror Dome was a big ass hotel.
Yeah, man.
They have scenes of them, the Terror Dome troopers actually chilling in big ass, talking to each other.
Yeah, man.
Who the hell wants to be part of G.I. Joe? You can be part of Cobra. You're kind of Cobra. Who's not going to follow a man who's actually made a DNA of all the world's greatest leaders?
That's later. That's a mentor. That's later, though. That's later.
Yeah.
When it was Cobra Commander and just Destro running it, right?
Yeah.
But somebody said, was it Destro? Like they was like he was an iron, you know, his face was iron. It's like, how was it bending to go with the mask and everything? It had to be made out of vibranium.
Yeah, he had liquid metal, baby.
Yeah, vibranium on metal. Yeah, man. Well, let's put Destro in the MCU, man. Let's put G.I. Joe in the MCU.
With some turtles. Ninja Turtles. We need Ninja Turtles with Batman. The Ninja Turtle Batman comic book exists.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles with Batman. You know, the Batman leaves Gotham City like he does sometimes. Goes to New York.
Oh, there's a movie where Splinter laid them hands on Batman.
There's a movie where he lays hands on Batman.
It's an animated movie, and they get into a fight, and Splinter beat the hell out of Batman.
Because Batman shit without his gadgets.
It's like, what you doing in Gotham? And Splinter was like real diplomatic. He was like, I need you to get out of my way. You know, I'm looking for somebody. Like, what are you doing? And then Splinter's like, oh, all right, gotta teach another one.
Your Batman voice kills me.
Tell me, whatever. So then Splinter's like,
it's amazing. You sound just like Batman.
So then Splinter's like, he's like, I gotta teach another white boy some lessons. All right, let's do this.
He whips his ass.
He beat his ass. I gotta find it, man. Yeah. Splinter beats his ass.
Funny toy's gonna do something over here. I'm a real one. That's what Splinter said. I'm a real one. Don't think your toys can do anything over here. I raised 4 turtles.
I'm sorry, Shredder. It was Shredder. Let me phrase it. It was Shredder.
Yeah, I was about to say Shredder. I just found it.
It was Shredder, not Splinter. It was Shredder.
Yeah. Rodney looked it up. Rodney's like, that's like some bullshit. I'm gonna look that up.
No, it's Shredder. Yeah, Shredder beats the hell out of Batman, man.
Look at him. Look at Batman. I'm running over here fighting and shit. You know, I'm Batman. I'm a badass. I'm in a gray suit, the gray and blue suit. I ain't trying to cover myself up at nighttime.
Yeah, Shredder was trying to be cool with him, man. You know, Batman. They're in my city. I just remember Shredder beat his ass. I was like, damn.
Oh, dang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I don't know what the movie, but I know I saw it.
Oh, Shredder's like, oh, you gonna really put this children's toy on me?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go down here and give you these hands now.
Yeah, like be like, uh-oh. I'm a real ninja. Shedder's like, I'm a real ninja.
Yeah, I ain't one of these punk ass people.
Yeah, right.
His daddy. He a British guy that became a ninja. Ran some
Right. You play a dress up. I'm a real
about
ninja.
that
Yeah, man.
He said, I'm a
Yeah.
real one. I'm a real one. Come on over here. You know? I mean,
Yeah.
Batman did get his ass kicked by a 15-year-old though.
Ooh, Damon?
Damien beat Batman's ass one time. Said, leave me alone. Stop following me, dad. And whooped his ass. Like he a hood nigga. He just whooped his ass. He did. They put them hands on Batman.
But Batman's taking L's. I mean, that's not surprising. Batman's taking
L's.
He's taken L's before, so you know. He's just a human guy.
Oh man. This is he is a human with a lot of money.
Yeah, that's it.
He's what every middle class white guy aspires to be.
Right, exactly.
Tony Starks is out there, you know. He's like, he's out there, he plays as himself and whatnot. I want to be a vigilante. Tony Starks ain't a vigilante.
No,
He's
he's not.
he's the government operative. He's the ops.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. That was great. That was great to watch. Thanks, Rodney, for sharing that. We really needed that in our lives. This is the reason why we need writers back in Hollywood. Why we need them. And Warner Brothers Discovery, it's a damn shame you created writers and directors as creators and not put their
man. That's messed up. David, was it Slaflov, whatever? Man, that's crazy.
flip-flops on some wild shit. It costs nothing to actually, man, you already got the database who the real names are. Just put them on the page in the damn credits of the film.
We know it takes nothing. They've been doing this since the beginning of Hollywood, right? You know what I'm saying? We can apologize for credit. Man, why are you apologizing? It was intentional. What are y'all talking about? Somebody had to make that decision.
After and said, hey, you pay somebody minimum wage to cut and paste it, or let the AI cut and paste it, for somebody hit the button to turn on the computer so the AI can do all this stuff, or we just say creators.
They did it.
Well, let's just say creators. It'll save us. It'll save us at least $10,000 this year.
No, it's a message. It's sending a message like we don't really need y'all like that. Yeah, don't apologize for it. Stand on it. Like, yeah, we're assholes.
Yeah, so those that don't know, Warner Brothers Discovery, bafflingly but unsurprisingly, made a decision to lump writers, directors, and producers together as nondescript creators, and Max's new credit section has been met with almost nothing but contempt for reasons that should be clear 4 weeks into the industry-wide writers' strike. So they just launched Max service. They took the HBO out of it. They're like, you know, one thing we're going to get rid of? We're going to lean on the brand that nobody cares about, Cinemax, and not the brand
that is weird, isn't it? It's weird.
Everybody cares about HBO.
Right.
Box office service. That just makes sense. Home box office.
It doesn't even make sense. Nobody even know. You don't know one show that's ever come on Cinemax. It's like Cinemax Skin and Dark. Like back in the 80s, like I don't know the Cinemax even
show. I know it came on Cinemax. Chantilly.
We said what?
Chantilly Lace.
I don't even know what that is.
Series that showed titties.
I don't know. I know they had Skinemax. Like, well, that was just what it became, and maybe that was one of the shows on there. But yeah.
Max shows. This is one of the Skinemax shows. We're gonna get rid of that brand.
Right.
Wire, the brand that created The Sopranos,
Sex in the City, Entourage.
We're gonna get rid of that brand.
Game of Thrones, like Insecure, like it's got HBO's got a 30-year history of remarkable programming.
Lady Chatterley,
Lady Chatterley.
we're gonna go with that brand because that brand has notoriety. David Zappalot grew up in a time where you watched cable that you didn't when you didn't have the channel, you saw the flicker in between, you saw later Chantilly or Chantilly lace pop up. You're like, oh yeah, that's what he did.
I've never heard of anybody doing that. That's like, let's get rid of the NBA and have the ABA brand.
Yes, 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 yes. Let's get rid of FIFA and just have soccer. Just soccer. Just call it soccer. Soccer league. That's it. No brand recognition whatsoever. That's like Kleenex saying we're gonna get rid of the Kleenex name and just go by tissue now.
Tissue right here, white tissue paper. You got a whole generation of people who've probably never watched Cinemax. I don't know.
Never. I don't even... At least 3 generations. I think we were the first and last generation to have Cinemax.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who watches Cinemax anymore. Like
Max, we call it Max. HBO made more sense. Home box office. Where do you watch it? At home. What is it? It's a box office.
Exactly. It's not movies. It's not television. It's home box office.
Jesus Christ. This is why this company's failing. This is why this company's failing.
It's about three going on 4. Yeah, I don't know anybody talking about what's going on. I don't even know what's on Cinemax.
Cinemax has been popping since the early 2000s, late 90s. It's been popping off since the late 90s. That's HBO's been popping off since the late 90s.
Right.
HBO's been popping off since Tupac's been dead.
Right. Well, The Sopranos came out like mid 90s, right? Sopranos Sex in the City came out like mid 90s.
Yeah, been popping.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
It's been popping.
Right.
Somebody said, hey, I want to watch Banshee. Yo, you see that new episode of Banshee?
I don't even know what that is.
Thank you. It's about a con artist who goes to a town and he pretends to be the sheriff.
That sounds bad.
It's bad. It's actually their best show.
Is it okay?
I've actually heard good things about it. I've never watched it, but supposedly it had some really, really good fight scenes.
Yeah,
really good fight choreography. But also, it did have this. It did, from what I heard, it did live up to the Skinemax branding too. It had a lot of sex scenes in it too. But it was like really good fight scenes from what I heard.
Okay. Banshee said the reason the show failed because it was on Cinemax. It should have been on HBO.
Exactly. So Warner's made the decision to say, "Nah, we don't care about all that."
They had that one show from Sodenheim, the guy that did Ocean's 11. It was about like doctors.
Okay,
like turn of the century.
Yeah, with whatchamacallit in it. Was it Clive Owen?
Clive Owen. Yeah. Supposedly that was really, it's like Steven Sodenheim.
Yeah, we gotta search this hard to find a show, right? We can pop off HBO shows without even thinking.
Oh yeah, they got Wire, Game of Thrones,
Game of Thrones, Sex and the City, Sopranos, Dead Like Me, Boardwalk Empire, Entourage.
Sopranos, yeah.
Look. I look at the best Cinemax shows. You know what the first one that pops up? They pop up The Wire. It's not on Cinemax.
They're trying to claim it as their own. The Wire is considered one of the best TV shows of all time.
It is.
Like of all time. Yeah. It's in my top 5 for sure.
Mine too.
On the thing that make HBO make sense. David Hasselhoff has no business running anything.
Oh man.
This is the man that ran the company who showed us Meerkats. Best thing he's ever done.
Shark Week, man. Shark Week.
Best thing he's done gave us Shark Week. It's the best thing he did. House Hunters. Mark Cowboy said, Mark, name me some Cinemax originals that had a short run in the era of HBO. You made that sounds like a great show.
Yeah, man. Ain't nobody. Yeah. I've never heard any
They had a show called The Erotic Traveler. I never heard it. So they had the Nick. The Nick is a good show. That's
Yeah,
the
the
one.
Nick is with the one with Clive Owen. Yeah.
I'm on. Banshees, their number one show. Co-ed Confidential.
Sounds like a porno. Sounds like a porno, man. Go ahead, confidential. Yeah.
They had another one called The Quarry. The Quarry. Uh Life on Top.
I actually watched Corey based on a recommendation from the Watch podcast. It was really good, but it's only one season. It was only one season. It was like about a guy that basically came back from Vietnam, and then he got hit up by some people to become like a hitman.
Okay. Okay.
And it was actually really good. There was really one scene they did like a one take scene back in Vietnam, and it was just, dude, it was really really good. But it was like, yeah, it was just it was only one season.
Uh-huh.
Oh, The Warrior was on Max, but then they moved it to like HBO. Right?
HBO Max. Yeah.
They did Life on Top. All the top shows sound like porn.
They all sound like pornos to me. Like,
Nick, Erotic Traveler, Banshee. Mike Judd presents Tales of the Tour Bus. Tales of the Tour Bus is great.
yeah, it's hilarious. It's animated. I didn't know it was on there. Okay, yeah. Tales of the Tour Bus is funny.
Chemistry. They got a show called Chemistry. Jet. Fresh out of prison, world-class thief Daisy Jet Kowalski is forced back into doing what she does best by dangerous and eccentric criminals determined to exploit her skills for their own ends. I'm gonna go see if Jet's on there now on this Max channel. Because the one thing I know that Max channel is full of is HBO shows. The Femine Fatales.
I remember that. And it was okay, but like, man, it's not. It just don't add up, right? HBO Cinemax is not competing with HBO in any kind of
Science. Sounds like a Forbidden Science.
Yeah,
Girl's Guide to Depravity.
Yeah, that sounds like a porno too.
And Zane's Sex Chronicles.
I actually watched that.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
I got the Sex Chronicle book.
What?
Yeah, it's a book. The Sex.
Tell us more, Randy. Tell us more. Tell us more.
So Zane she's a black writer. She's a black erotic writer. She's got
bought it. Yeah. She's the only black.
Support the sisters. I'm out here supporting the sisters. I don't know what y'all talking about. So she's got the Sex Chronicles 1 and 2, and they're like they're anthologies of, like, you know, erotic stories.
Did you like them?
Yeah, man, I got to support the sisters. You know, it's for the sisters. Black History Month.
That's that. Yeah. I love it, Randy. I love it. Main Sex Chronicles or Insecure? Which do you like more?
That's not even a real question. Insecure.
Sex Chronicles could be just as good as Insecure. They could.
Sex Chronicles is just like, it's Skinamax. It's Skinamax, right? It's Skinamax. Insecure is an actually good series.
Yeah. But Cinemax was the channel they made that made you get it if you was trying to get HBO, but nobody wanted. Oh shit, that's real.
Well, yeah, it's like the bundles, right? That's the reason why. That's the reason why Fox makes so much money. It's like you get cable, you have to get a bundle, and that bundle includes
Cinemax. It's the cable channel that Soldier Boy Tell Them would make.
Oh Lord.
It would be the channel that Soldier Boy Tell Them would make. And claim that I'm the reason The Wire exists. I'm the reason Entourage exists.
So
HBO's had so many good stuff.
Mark says they must have chosen it strictly because of the name, like Vince McMahon type character was in the board screen. Max.
Yes, Max. That's what they did.
They're gonna have a True Detective new season coming up.
Yeah, man. HBO.
Last of Us, White Lotus, Succession.
It's not even close. I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Watchmen is like one of my favorites.
Right, Watchmen.
Lovecraft Country.
Oh, they could have just named it HBO Home Box Office.
Yeah, man. It's like for you to erase all that brand recognition. It's like, why? What are you trying to do? But we said he was maybe he's trying to sink the stock price, before they sell it or something.
Sometimes, if I was a major stockholder, I'm like, you're naming it what? Max. Yeah, because it's the maximum. It's maximum. Yeah. Max. All the way.
Yeah, Max. Yeah, Max. Max.
No, dog. No, dog. It's at home. It's the home box office.
And I can see people in the boardroom just clapping. Max.
This is the guy that gave us Meerkats, though. He is a genius. He gave us Meerkats. He says, you know what people want to watch? Motherfucking Meerkats live in their natural habitat. They didn't even pay motherfucking Morgan Freeman to come in voice the narrator.
They got Shark Week, right?
They probably got an AI. They probably got an AI Morgan Freeman.
Because I thought he used
Band
to
of
do the commercials for Shark Week.
There's a bunch of shows in here too that I rewatch like almost
man.
every other year. Like I rewatch The Wire all the time. Band of Brothers.
Watch Entourage all the time. The Wire all the time. Yeah.
Some of these I haven't even watched, but I've heard they're really really good. I know Boardwalk. Yeah, so like I've heard Big Little Lies is good. I heard Big Love is good.
The first season of Big Little Lies is real good. I didn't like the second.
The L Word.
Yes, L Word is Showtime. It's Showtime. L Word is Showtime.
Chernobyl is amazing.
Yeah, but man. And you think about the documentaries and the old school shit, like back in the Josephine Baker story, like that was amazing back in the day. Like, man.
You ever watch Deadwood? Deadwood's really
good. Deadwood. Yeah.
Man, happy y'all. He's gonna start delisting HBO shows off. And I tell it
all these like Entourage,
Euphoria.
I heard Euphoria is good.
By Christmas, The Wire is going to be off the HBO Max service.
Oh, they would that right. That would right, man.
Oh yeah, I'm like,
I would for sure cancel. Not re-up.
Fired all his black employees. The black employees like, nah, you should name this Max. Oh, y'all fired. I
even like all of his stuff, like Treme. I like Treme from
Days Treme was good. Yeah.
Generation Kill was good from Days Simon. I haven't seen The Deuce though. I've seen like one or two.
Good. Episodes. The first 2 seasons are good. I didn't watch the third season, but but HBO got legit classics. Top 5, top 3. Top 1 shows.
Your enthusiasm.
Yeah.
This is Dark Materials. I still haven't caught up with that, but it was good. The first season was good.
Yeah, man. It's not even close to the
kind of brand recognition behind HBO.
And they also brought us freaking Winning Time, man.
Yeah, Winning Time.
Winning Time. Season 2 is coming back.
Def Comedy Jam.
Def Poetry Jam.
Def Poetry Jam. Like, yeah, come on, man.
HBO. That's like Nike saying we're getting rid of that. We're just gonna call ourselves Air.
Right.
And I actually like Luck because of Deadwood, but he's the same guy that did Deadwood did Luck. But then so many horses died during the filming of it. So they canceled it. I was like, Mayor Easttown was good, really good.
Yeah, man. It's not even close. And look at these. And that even we haven't even talked about the documentaries and stuff like that. Yeah, man. That's like Chuck said. That's like Nike getting rid of the swoosh sign.
Getting rid of the swoosh. We're just gonna go by Air.
Yeah, right.
I've heard good things about Perry Mason.
I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I haven't. And it's the same actor, John Reese from The Americans.
I know people that watch some of these shows just because they're on HBO.
Exactly. Yeah. Absolutely.
It's a brand, it's quality.
Yeah.
It's like
Rome is one of my favorites. I wish Rome was more than 2 seasons.
That's what it is. Let's go to Nike analogy.
Rome. If we don't get Rome, we don't get Game of Thrones.
Yeah. It's literally speaking of Rome, R.I.P. Ray Stevenson.
Yeah, Ray.
He was in Rome as Titus Pulo.
Yeah, that was my guy. I love Titus and Varenus.
This is what it is.
R.I.P.
It's like Nike saying, "Hey, let's get rid of Nike and go by Converse."
Exactly.
Let's go by Converse.
Yeah. It's just I think that's why it always never made sense that like who's buying Warner's? Discovery's buying Warner, right? Remember from the very beginning, you're like, what?
I know
You
y'all
always
watch
read.
Succession, 6 Feet Under. Like, yeah, I'm looking at this list. Like, yeah, they got classics, son. Classics.
Look at all these. Like I'm still scrolling. There's still so many good things. The Deuce.
Yeah, man.
The Nick. Oh, they claim the Nick. I heard really good things about Leftovers, considering it's Damon Lindelof. But like supposedly like the first season was bad, but then the rest seasons are like a really
Got
really
real
good.
good. Got real good the first season.
There's one I really want to catch up on, but it was like
Hope. I heard Hope is really good.
New Pope was good. Yeah, man.
Night of is good. Pacific is really good because the kind of the quote unquote sequel to the Band of Brothers.
There's so much. This is.
Oh yeah, that's right. And they have the shop, the LeBron show, right?
LeBron show, the shop. Yep. So
look at that. We're going through all these. It's like,
yeah, man.
All that brand. Let's throw away all that brand. Let's throw away the whole entire brand. Let's throw away Nike and go by Converse.
Right. Look at
the last season of True Detective.
The White Lotus was good. Have y'all seen that? The White Lotus. The first.
I heard it's good. Yeah, I haven't watched it, but I heard it's good.
True Blood, True Detective.
True Detective. The last season with Mahershala, it was really good.
The first season was amazing.
First season was amazing. Second season was like, eh.
Yeah.
But the third season was really good. So I'm kind of looking forward to the next one with what's her name?
We got.
Oh man, what's her name? It's
There's so much. Oh Lord. It's like let's get rid of the brand that brought us Michael Jordan shoes and
Jodie Foster. That's
Jodie Foster's gonna be in it. Okay. Yeah.
Let's get rid of all this brand recognition we have and go with the other brand.
Right. Because we can make this one as big and better.
I haven't watched We Own the City yet. Speaking of David Simon stuff. Is it any good? Like I heard Trey said it was good.
I heard it was good. I haven't seen it. It's David Simon, and it's set in Baltimore as well. So, yeah, I haven't seen that one though. But yeah, man, what's my name when we were heroes? Man, come on. I like rap shit. I don't know if you all have seen that. It's Issa Rae's new show, but I like rap shit.
Okay. So Nike owns Umbro. They own Hurley. It's like them saying, hey, we're gonna get rid of Nike and go by Hurley now. That's what we're gonna go by.
Exactly. That swoosh sign is not even important. We can rebuild
it. Most ridiculous thing.
I see you, Mark.
Maybe David Zakaloff was trying to get fired. He didn't want to take over HBO, and it's too much for him. Let's let you know people fail up. This is a prime example of people failing up. You fail enough time, you go hop across companies, next you know you're the CEO somewhere. Randy froze. Randy's like, I froze right now. My computer froze, you guys. Randy's like, look, that's the face of disgust right there. Y'all see that face Randy's making? That's the face of disgust.
Am I back now?
Back. Now you're back. It was the face of disgust. You were like, I'm so disgusted right now.
It just doesn't make sense. I like Kenny Powers. Anybody watch Kenny Powers?
Damn. Yeah. Yes. It was so
body down. Yeah. Kenny Powers was hilarious, man.
His ex-wife was like, you're smart, you're handsome, you're intelligent, you're brave. He's like, I like hearing about myself so you can continue. I laughed. Kenny Powers was hilarious. He said, I know all this, but I like hearing about myself so you can continue. I was like, that's the most brilliant line ever.
Yeah. The vice principals, man, HBO got hits. It got hits on hits on hits.
Oh man,
it's like the Prince of like services. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like the Prince, it just hits.
Yeah, it just hits.
All that away. I'm gonna throw it all away for what? For Max. This man is purposely ruining the brand. It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense in any universe, in
No,
any multiverse. Like,
it's the AI. It's the AI having fun with us. It's the
I
AI.
think in another universe, like this happened, and the people stormed the headquarters of HBO and strung them up, dog. It was like, we don't even understand this.
Right down the street from my house, Randy. The
Is it?
Warner Media building, brand new building, beautiful ass building. HBO Max on the side of it. Everybody like, yo, that's where HBO's at. That's where HBO's at. Now it says Max on the side of it.
Yeah. My
Like, what the fuck is that? What the
my
fuck is
friend,
that?
yeah, my friend works at HR there, and yeah, he said they chiseled it out, and it's just Max up there now on the inside.
Like, why would you do that? Brand new building. HBO built that building, not Max. HBO built that building. Oh man. Did HBO have to create aliases to make other hits like Prince?
Apparently, Max, because they taking credit for their shows.
Hey, we'll give you the Nick. We'll give you the Nick Cinemax. We'll give you the Nick. We'll give you one of our good shows so y'all can have a chance. We gave y'all Banshee.
Yeah, we gave y'all Banshee,
Oh,
man.
I think HBO did give them Banshee. Like, hey, y'all need a hit. Here, we're gonna give you a hit.
Their ghost road form.
They're like, you need a hit. I'm gonna write this for you.
Yeah, we gonna ghost write for you.
Eminem and Drake and Lil Wayne to make you a hit.
All right, just say it how we did it, right? Just do what we did, right? Just don't deviate. Just do what we wrote, and you'll have a hit.
Yeah. Here's your reference track.
Right?
Do
it. Do it this way.
Oh man, it was so. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's mind blowing how much sense it doesn't make.
I don't get it.
It doesn't make sense. Oh man, I swear we live in idiocracy.
Yeah, man.
Because it doesn't take a rocket scientist to say which brand is more recognizable, HBO or
Cinemax.
Max. Well, we use HBO Go. We had HBO Max. I guess we'll get rid of that. Let's just try Max. Maybe that gives our viewership numbers up. You call it the new HBO, and people be like, I'm all in for it. And come out with 10 shows that we never heard of before, 10 great shows back to back. People be like,
HBO ain't struggling. They still got good shows. That's the thing.
people visit their old shows. That's how bad.
Yeah. I mean, HBO, my whole life, like I was waiting for HBO to have a streaming service because I was like, I'll drop all my other basic cable.
Now, this guy let their biggest animated IP onto another platform. He let Amazon have Batman.
Yeah. With whatchamacallit, right? Who
Prime.
Yeah. No, the writer of it. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Tim Bruce?
I think so.
Yeah, man. Right.
One of the best Batman writers you let write for another platform? What are you doing?
When it was already there. They fumbled the bag. It was there originally. They were talking about it coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. HBO tossed it in like a shilling. Yeah, they fumbled the bag with Batman.
You gave Batman the most recognizable name.
That's like
platform.
That's like freaking Disney giving a Tony Stark away. You know what I'm saying? Like it's never going to happen.
Vader cartoon to somebody.
It's never going to happen. It's never. Disney's never going to let Disney's never going to let Vader be on another platform.
Never let Vader be on another. We're gonna do the story of Vader post Vader when he became Vader, and talk about everything Vader did for 6 seasons.
Right.
Oh, let's give this back to Netflix. Let's let Netflix do this.
Exactly.
Crazy. Never happened. He let Netflix get the Justice League animated series, both of them. He did let Netflix.
The only reason I say with that because they're old. They are old.
But you still don't let.
I don't think you let them go either. Because I have the DVDs for them, and occasionally I'll go watch one.
Exactly. You don't let it go.
Yeah.
Nobody lets go of gold. Oh, this was gold. It's old gold. Doesn't make it less valuable. All it's taking up is server space that you already own. You pay for unlimited server space on AWS. It doesn't even matter.
So for Batman Cape Crusaders, J.J. Abrams, Matt Reeves, and Bruce Timm. They let it go. They let it go.
Man, I'm not even a stockholder. At the next investors meeting, I'm gonna be there raising shit. You don't do this. Let's let you know felling up. I bet you he's like talking to Donald Trump. I bet you he's just like talking to Donald Trump. I bet you he is. Like what?
No, Nerdy Entrepreneur, I agree with you. They shouldn't let it go. Yeah, I love the Justice League animated series.
Never
Yeah.
let it go. Anything that has high view, that's like saying, "Oh, The Wire's no show. Let's let fucking Netflix have it." So it's Entourage. Those are old shows.
Well,
Have all
Avatar, yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like, let's just let it go.
let it go. Let's let it go. Let Avatar last year. Like, what? What are y'all thinking? What are y'all thinking? Well, anyway, we're gonna conclude the show today. This makes me want to go out and get drunk. Because we couldn't make a decision. No person of color can make decisions like this. They would have fired us almost immediately. They're like, "Oh,
Oh yeah, yeah. Like you let Batman go to a competitor?
They let Krypton go when they let Sci-Fi Channel make the series. Yep, they could have made Krypton and kept it right on HBO Max.
Yeah, yeah, they could have.
Made an original series on HBO Max.
Does Warner's own Sci-Fi though? Do they own Sci-Fi?
I think they may.
Yeah, if they own it, then I can see it from that perspective. And they had that one show on the Sci-Fi with super
Sci-fi is Universal.
Universal.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Universal.
Capcom. It's Comcast Universal. Yep.
Because I remember they had The Expanse.
Let it go. Could you
And they
imagine?
let it go because they couldn't afford it, so Amazon bought it. Yeah.
Yeah. This is crazy shit. It's crazy shit. It's like you let this guy take over. This guy that made Meerkats Gold, who doesn't know anything else, any other business. He knows He knows unscripted very,
He don't
very.
know, right? He don't know original content with scripted original content. Yeah, he's an idiot.
He says probably prices and like, oh, that sci-fi show cost $100 million. Nope, we're not gonna make that here. I made Meerkats for $10,000.
And a bigger picture of it all, this is exactly why the writing strike is happening. Because
Yeah,
you have all this scripted content that makes shit tons of money for people like Zaslav.
Yeah,
And he looks at the scripted stuff like, why would I pay for all that when I could just throw out all this other stuff
right.
and make tons of money, you know? And
And
so
we can
they're
call
looking at that. Yeah, you don't have to call them creators. Don't have to list them on the thing, like,
Right.
and just make money. It's just all bottom line to these fools, right? Like corporate greed.
hard work. Like it's nothing.
Yeah. And then the HBO stuff, like going back to the HBO stuff is considered art. It's not just like TV show. Like I said, The Wire is considered one of the best shows of all time. Not just because of the plot lines and all that stuff, but it's like a great commentary about the American cities, about systems, about systemic racism, about the failings of systems, institutions. It's like it's so like that one season with the kids and they focused on the schools. Like, man, that is just this is art, man. It's art. Yeah. Watchmen was art to me. You know, really, really was. There's certain parts of Watchmen I go back and watch. It's just like Band of Brothers is art. You know, Chernobyl is art. You know, you know.
And they've been doing this consistent for 30 years.
Talked about like Disney Plus stripping off content off that and Hulu. Disney stripping off Disney Plus and Hulu content. No, you don't. You don't strip it off. It's just hard. It's just hard drive space. You pay for the licensing agreement, license it all under another 5 years, and keep it moving.
Yeah, man.
You know,
Well, some of those things they did it so they didn't have to pay the writers and the creators role.
It's gonna be like
That's what the reason is.
crazy. More and more soulless corporations, man. It's just gonna be more and more of this, and it's like so disheartening sometimes when you really, really think about it. But man,
Mark had the best line. It explains why SmackDown was on Sci-Fi.
yeah.
Because it's owned by Universal.
Looks like that was on sci-fi. Oh shit! Terrible decision. We're watching a bunch of men that are middle aged, late middle age, saying making really poor decisions. Because Zavlov is not very old. He's not like 80 or 70. He's relatively young.
Yeah,
You know, like Bob Iger should come in, look at Kareem. Like Kareem, what the fuck you doing? You don't get rid of this content. This is our vault. This
right.
is making up our vault.
The whole purpose why you got the streaming service. That's the whole purpose, man.
Reed said it best. Reed said it when he was at Netflix. Ken Reed's like, "Aren't you scared of the competition?" He says, "No, I only have to serve one god. They would have to serve two, and really they serve three. They serve regular television and their cable channels. They serve silver screen, and now they got to serve streaming." He says, "I don't think they can kick out enough content without creating more writer rooms and more shows."
And the fact that they don't know what the hell they're doing. Like I created this market, right? No, how when we
Don't know what they're doing. They're figuring it out.
yeah, how
They're
when we
failing
worried
at
about something I created.
gave them life was the pandemic. If they didn't have the pandemic, none of this would exist.
Yeah.
People were in their houses for 2 years.
Yep. Yeah. No, you're right.
The pandemic.
You know what saved HBO Max? Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
Not that it was a good movie, but like it was had all that build up. And then they allowed them to watch Wonder Woman when it was first released. You could see it at home and at the movie theater. And when people was like, "Oh, I can do that," just like I want to see Wonder Woman.
Yep. Yep.
And it wasn't even a good movie. But it was the option that they had. It was the option that they could do it. Like they didn't have to go out and they could see a big budget movie.
Yep. They could see it at home. I got 4 kids.
Right.
Well, paying $10 a pop for their tickets and $12 for mine. Then I got all these concessions for them.
Yeah. Well, and in the middle of a pandemic too, right?
I ain't got a job right now.
Right.
Yeah. Right. We're one step away from shooting each other in the streets with toilet paper. It's crazy. Crazy. So Reed was right. They had to serve 3 different gods, and they're not going to be able to do so.
Yeah, I think we better wrap it up,
masters. Man. They have 3 different masters, and they have to. And when you have 3 of them, you got to produce triple the content. Unfortunately,
yeah,
because each thing has to have its own exclusive content to make people want to watch it. Yep. You can't just dump it all in one location. So why would I go to the other 2? I just wait for it to come on that one.
You gotta have something to keep me attracted to watching cable. You gotta have me something attractive to make me want to go spend money and go to the movies, and something on the streaming service. So
yeah, that's tough.
I just escalated y'all costs, thinking y'all were doing something. Yep.
To compete against one service that could have housed it all for all of y'all, and made everybody a shit ton of money. They did all the hard lifting. They did all the hard lifting for you. They labeled everything. They did their own subtitles for all of that shit. They did all the work.
Got to do it for us. Still got to work with them for their international licenses and things like that.
For your international license, because they bought up all the licenses internationally for 20 years.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So, we're gonna end there. Hope Max sorts it out. I went into the Max service the other day. I downloaded the app because it stopped working on the PlayStation 5. The HBO Max app stopped working for a lot of PlayStation 5s for the last months. Yeah,
were you able to log in?
Yeah, I was able to log in under Max.
Okay.
The Max app is on PlayStation, so I download the Max app and it works just fine. The HBO Max app doesn't work at all. So the first thing they actually stopped supporting was HBO Max on PlayStation. They support it on everything else, though. But that's a small user base. That was a small user base.
God bless them.
Yeah. So let's hope that Warner Brothers Discovery figures it out and fires the guy that runs them, hires Rodney to come and run their network for them so we can have good content. Anything you want to share with the people, Randy?
I'll do it for a free subscription to
now you're gonna do it for more than that. You're gonna do it for more than that, Rodney.
Batman versus Wolverine coming up.
Right. I want to see. Batman versus who can put Batman against? I know
Batman versus Darth Vader.
Yep. Batman versus Darth Vader. Partnership with Disney. So we're going after Netflix. You know, Batman versus Iron Man. That's what we really want to see.
Yeah.
Batman billionaires.
Batman versus Magneto. That fight will be like that'll be like just a one episode.
It'll be one episode because he'll crush him in that suit.
Yeah, crush him in that suit easily. Or choke him out with the utility belt.
Do like in the Batman versus Magneto, you just be or no Batman versus Magneto, yeah, that's true. You just like I said Wolverine versus Magneto.
Around his neck. He just crushed the towel around his neck. You can't breathe, can you?
I think he just like the belt comes off, his pants drop, then he just wraps it around his neck. And just
wait though. Does Magneto have anybody named Martha in his family though? Wait, we might have to rethink this.
You may be right. You may be right. Randy thought that was the best scene in the movie. That was criminal.
Stop! Don't you be besmirching my good name? No, I did. I couldn't believe it.
Oh God!
It was fun tonight, gents. Fun tonight.
It was fun. It was fun. We went to the whole library of HBO shows. It was like, damn, they run deep.
Yeah, man.
Let's throw that brand away, though. Let's throw that. That's the brand we throw away. Max has nothing to do with your home. Max is what Pepsi was. Remember Pepsi Max? Maxi pads. I can think of a million things for Max. HBO only think of one thing: hit TV shows, hit movies,
hit documentaries,
short
series, like mini series. Just
Only thing HBO doesn't have really well is unscripted content,
and I'm glad for it.
I'm glad for it too, because David Zaslav he crushes unscripted shit. Maybe that's it, because people went to unscripted because they were bad at everything else. They're like, I want to be in Hollywood, but I ain't got the skills to make it in real Hollywood. And unscripted, the Gulag was able to make a whole lot of money for them.
Oh.
The goo. Shouts out to Digital Clay for making us look good. Shouts out to Rodney for always being there for us and doing great technical directing, Rodney. You killed it. And your commentary was on point today. Shouts out to you, Randy, for coming in every week and making this happen. And we will see y'all Monday. Right out. No, we won't. It's a holiday. It's a national holiday. We're going to respect that holiday. We'll see y'all Tuesday.
Cool.
Peace.
All right, everybody. Peace.